Okay, we found ourselves now in the big 3.0 hall. This is one of those halls which really gives you a feeling of how big and how important the Ambiente 2019 is for big business. Now, when we walk through these halls, you've got contrast, everything from really big pans, be it to keep things hot. And I'm going to ask one of these guys what this is actually for. Excuse me, guys, can one of you explain what this is? You've got a big pot here. Is this to cook or what's going on here?
They are cooking the rice and they put the lamps on it, and it's for the Saudi Arabia. And
so the food's prepared and then presented in here and kept warm.
Yeah, correct.
Very cool. Big business. Big pan. Thank you. So that company's from Turkey by the look of it. So a lot of multicultural, a lot of international businesses here, and you can see it on the different cuisines as well. We've got the Italian corner here, pizza making tools, because the 3.0 is like we met the guys from HoReCa yesterday. This is where the equipment is sold to cook all the food for the different guests around the world in those big hotel chains. And so we're moving in more in I'll call it the big business area of the Ambiente, which is obviously key for these guys. Here's where they meet the hotel chains. Here's where they meet the partners. And what they're trying to do is get obviously their equipment, their produced products, into those hotels so they can serve those customers around the world. And if you listen carefully, I'm sure you can't hear it, but there's a lot of talking going on. There's a lot of business being done. And we walked past this stand after lunch, actually, and one of the young gentlemen we met before, he's actually standing there, which is good. We may be asking him a few questions and see how the Ambiente 2019 is treating him, but also maybe some insights as to what goes on here on a daily basis in this B2B. Hello, good to see you again. If you could introduce your name and what you do here, and we'll talk about some of the products in a moment. Really good to hear about what Ambiente means for you and why you guys are here.
Okay. Well, my name is Bastian. I'm representing APS brand, and we are manufacturer and importer for HoReCa.
You're based in Germany?
Yes, we are. We are family-owned and family-run business since 85 years, and we are more or less pure dedicated to the HoReCa sector.
And when you say HoReCa, I mean HoReCa, we actually are in the ceramics and the sort of the plates and the world of supplies for hotels that were almost on the table, and you guys are more about serving people, correct?
Well, exactly. So different to any other kitchen supplier, our main focus is the front of house equipment, meaning we're offering different solutions for buffet, tabletop and bar. That's basically our core competence.
And have you got, I mean, obviously if you go to the Hilton or Hyatt, you're going to see your products be serving hundreds of people, but have you got any innovation or new products that have come in over the last few months you're presenting this year for the first time?
No, well, we are here at the Ambiente for plenty of years. Already my grandfather has been exhibiting here with our company.
Wow.
So we're quite experienced in the Frankfurt show.
And have you got any innovation you'd like? I mean, I walked past these bowls before and some of these presentation tools, and they're very aesthetic. Can you say a few things about this range?
Well, that's a great example on how interior design is basically giving good influence or impacts on the tabletop equipment. So what we see here is our concrete range.
Can I touch this one?
Yeah, sure. It's real concrete, like you know from the building industry.
Yeah.
And those presentation bowls can either be used on a table or at a buffet for cereals, bread, fruits, or whatever you need to be displayed. And this line does not only consist of those bowls, we also have different tabletop accessories. And one of the key items here is the concrete glass dispenser. So a full stainless steel tap, and with this one you could use it for wellness water, simply just slice up some lemons, put them in there with peppermint or whatever to make it look good.
And you just mentioned, I mean, the material concrete, stainless steel, because when you produce these products, they're being used not by one or two or three people, they're being used by hundreds of people on a daily basis. So the idea of quality, is that an important thing in this sort of industry?
Sure. I mean, this is a frequently used item in all types of restaurants, hotels, conference halls. And talking about usability and long-lasting items, what is important about this item is the full stainless steel tap. There are other people supplying the retail sector where they would offer a product like this with a chrome-plated plastic tap. Yeah. But since we are dedicated to hospitality and food service industry, Exactly. Yeah.
And as the Ambiente, this is day 2 now. You guys are here obviously all the way through until day 5. Has the first 2 days been good for you?
It has been pretty good so far. I mean, the Ambiente for us is basically the kickoff for our annual year. So we launch our catalog, we launch our novelties. Everything is dedicated just to start off at Ambiente. Yeah. Huh.
Well, there you go. The importance of Ambiente for businesses like yours. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. See you soon. So there we have it. This is, again, what I mentioned before. Food being cooked by people at home, food being cooked in a hotel, 2 completely different jobs to be done. And as we just saw, even presenting food in a hotel situation. If the quality's high, the people, the guests in the hotel would experience that. And that's what these guys are doing here. They're selling their wares, they're well-designed and well-engineered products, and obviously trying to get those into the hotels around this world. So it's always astounding, the contrast between the more homewares goods for people who are sort of consumer goods, like the giftware we saw this morning, and this sort of really hotels, restaurants, and making more than one, but also being used by millions of people. So interesting contrast, as always, here at Ambiente. And I'm not sure where we're off to next, but I'll get myself informed and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, thank you.